Hello, my friends. Today we're gonna play Stock Spy. Let's go. I don't know, be sticky. Alright, what we got? Alright. Alright, I found the Dust Bowl. We're on Dust Bowl, which will be interesting, because, this isn't necessarily the best map for Spy. It's not horrible, but, you know, there's not that, sometimes there's not enough flank routes. I'm gonna try and hit that sniper and maybe that NG. Alright, actually, maybe we can get the NG to go away. That works. Alright, oh, we got a triple. Right, so Spy, what is Spy about? Spy is a pick class, basically. He's also, there to sort of, kill at, disable sentries when your team's about to push in. He's the sneaky man. He can go invisible, and when the time is right, he can choose to strike, basically. So, I don't know. He's sort of like Sniper in a way, where target prioritization is a big thing on him. But yeah, I don't know. Your melee weapon can kill people instantly from the back, but it only does 40 damage up front. So obviously, you want to try to get behind people and stab them. So yeah, I don't really know how to describe him besides he's a pick class, and he's really good at getting intel if you're sort of in a more like competitive, basically. You can I don't know, you can sort of call where the sentry is, where like when a push is gonna happen, because you can kind of get in for free with his visibility. He's really good for getting intel. I'm probably gonna die. No, we're good. Okay, let's see if we can. Okay, wow. That was a random crit, you know. But yeah, I don't know. He's a pick class. It's sort of what he does. Let's see if we can get in here. Oh, he's already dead. And okay, I'm gonna go bully those snipers. Anyways, I guess we can talk about Spy's guns as always. His primary is the revolver. Although it's more of a secondary weapon. All right, hold on. I really want to kill the sniper because he's annoying. Let's see. All right. There we go. Okay. Maybe this medic too. There we are. Okay, well, we survived that somehow. Anyways, yeah, revolver is kind of your backup plan if you fail to stab. It is, I mean, you can kind of use it as a primary, but that's sort of a different play style. But yeah, it's your main ranged option, and it's not a bad weapon either. I think it does like 60 per hit up close, so you can kill most classes outside. Maybe like a heavy would be kind of hard to kill with your revolver. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of like a shotgun for soldier. It's your backup weapon, basically. All right, hold on. Let's see.
Sentry down, go.
So yeah, I can 3-shot medics and shit. So it's, you know, it's not a bad weapon. Let's just cap. There we are. All right. Wait. What is number 2? Oh, that's funny. If you press 2, it's the sapper, but if you go here, it's the knife. Anyway, it's so he doesn't actually have a primary weapon.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
1 second. Or like technically, but your melee basically is your primary weapon. So yeah, the knife. I believe its attack interval is the same as every other melee weapon. So I still haven't looked it up. I think it's like 0.5 or something. But it does 40 damage if you hit someone from the front, so like the scout, but it attacks slower. If you hit someone from the back, it's an instant kill. And I think between backstabs there actually isn't a like an attack interval, so I think you can actually attack instantly. That might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. If you're like from
Mission begins in 10
from like here to like, okay, so basic. If you're on the person's back, so from like here to the other side, I think it's like a 90 degrees. I don't know, or 180 degrees. There's like a cone around their back where you can stab them, basically. Okay, I actually made it back. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I don't know, that's the knife. It's sort of your primary weapon, but you can also use the revolvers as primary weapons. But that's sort of an alternative playstyle I'll talk about later. I'm just gonna do that. Aw, I almost got a trick stab. Okay. That's pyro. Okay, so pyros are your like main counter. Hold on, just texting someone. Okay, pyros are like your main counter. If one flame particle touches you while you're invisible, you'll get set on fire. But yeah, anyways, back to weapons. I guess what's number 3? Oh, okay. Well, number 3 is your Invis Watch. It lets you go invisible. There are other Invis Watches we'll get into later. Number 4 is your Sapper. This is the main weapon against NG's buildings. When you sap a building, it'll disable the building and start damaging it. The NG can get rid of the Sapper, but you can resap. So yeah, I don't know. There's not much to it. But yeah, that's stock spy. It's not a bad loadout, but it's certainly not meta. Like, I think very... Yeah, you certainly don't see... Oh, I thought I was going to hit him. Let's see. Okay. You certainly don't see stock spy as much as other loadouts. But it's not a bad loadout. It gives you a lot of options. And I keep fucking up the stairs. I'm trying to avoid... There. Ah, shit. That was funny, though. Right, so yeah, Stock Spy is not meta, but none of the weapons in his stock kit are bad. Like, these are all very usable. They're just not really... They tend not to be used together that much. Oh, and then the Disguise kit, but... Oh. Fuck, I don't know why there's a Heavy Hitter spawn. There's a Heavy Hitter spawn, be careful. Okay, he's dead. Right. Yeah, so the Disguise Kit is like, it's a weapon, but there's not like another slot for it, so you can't replace it, basically. Anyways, so yeah, that's, I don't know, Stock Spy. It's sort of, if I had to describe this, it's sort of like the Generalist Spy loadout. Like, you can kind of do everything when you have this loadout. But, yeah. Ooh, I'm dead. I was hoping the medic wouldn't like be over there so I could hide there, but there was a guy there, and well, shit. But yeah, I don't know. That's sort of the stock loadout. Anyways, I guess I'll go over unlocks now. For primaries, or I guess this is the secondary revolvers. Obviously, there's a revolver. This is probably the best. Okay. Right. Hold on, wait. We gotta keep taunting. Alright. I'm not gonna do that, because I gotta... doing a video. Alright, what is it? Yeah, so Revolver is actually probably his best primary. There used to be some other ones that were used a lot, but, for doing damage anyways. But they kind of got nerfed, because people were mad about them. And because it's Valve, they fucked up the nerf. The other revolver that's probably the most famous is the Ambassador. It's like the revolver, but you trade sort of consistent damage for headshot damage, or yeah, high burst damage. Okay. So yeah, can I get like a stab here, maybe? Yes. Okay. That wasn't bad. I can't do too much here. I could take out the sentries, but. You know, I can only get so many picks. Holy crap, look at it. It's got a lot of... that's not that many. 30k is a lot, but it's not a crazy amount. Alright, what was I saying? All right, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna walk. Right. So yeah. So ambassador headshots, but there's like a cooldown between headshots, so it does less like DPS compared to the revolver, but it does more burst damage. And it used to be the other favorite revolver, but they nerfed it because sniper man bad. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think it needed to be nerfed. There were a few spies who were really good at it, and it was basically like having another sniper on the team, but it took like 2,000 hours to get that good. So, I don't know. I don't think it was really a problem, but I don't know. They nerfed it. So now, you can still headshot, but there's damage fall off. So it's like 102 when you're right next to people, and it falls off pretty quickly. So it's less useful than it used to be, but it can still be used for killing like Razorback snipers if that's a problem for your team, I guess. But I don't know. I think revolver's just better now. There sort of used to be people who literally all they did was run around with the ambi and like headshot people, and they did really good. And you could do that with the revolver, but it's not as popular. So, anyways, I'm sorry. That's Gunspy. I'm kind of getting off into a tangent. So ambi, basically just think of it as the headshot revolver. It's fun to use, but it's not as good as it used to be. Revolver. Then there's the L'Étranger, which is okay. How the fuck do I want to do this? I guess well, that didn't work. I should have uncloaked closer to them. Oh yeah. Okay, the L'Étranger. That gives you more cloak. Like, it just makes your cloak last longer. And it gives you cloak per each like shot you hit. But it does a lot less damage. Let's see if I can. Right, let's try to execute this guy. Damn it! Well, it sucks. It was a heavy there. Oh, but he died anyways. All right, so we got the sniper. Right. Yeah, did I miss anything with the L'Étranger? Huh. I think it just does less. Yeah, it does less damage, which you wouldn't think matters that much, but it does end up. I think it's like 4 shots to kill a sniper. That might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Okay. But yeah, that's really useful if you don't plan on using your revolver that much and you kind of just want to do like a knife setup. I'm hoping at least since they were looking at me, they weren't looking at my team, but it doesn't seem like that really worked. Right, so that's L'Étranger. It's, I don't know, basically use that when you want to rely on your knife more than your gun.
But of course. Many thanks. Cheers, Ned. I'm going to gut you like a Cornish game hen.
I thought he'd kill Bind again.
Lay your weapons down and walk away.
Okay. Oops, sorry. Yeah, so L'Étranger, and then the last one is the Diamondback, which... Oh, no! Fuck, I forgot one. Okay, well, the Enforcer. The Enforcer's bad. Don't use it. It's really weird. It's slower fire rate, but it's got, like, a damage penetration. Oh, okay. Whew. Alright. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I wouldn't use... It's okay in a few situations, like it counters back medic, but, you know, you could just stab them, because medic can't have a Razorback. And it does 20 damage on the first disguise shot. So, potentially you can two-shot a sniper, but, like, you gotta be right next to him, so you might as well use the Ambassador, because it's still good at close range. Nope, that's a Pyro.
Come on, guys, use one of those.
Besides that, okay, I think I want to try to kill this sniper if I can.
Come on, get it.
Alright, well, we got that. Right, sorry, so Enforcer. So, fires slower, does more damage when you're disguised, and it penetrates resistances, so you can kill like Fist of Steel heavies or Vaccinator medics faster, but you know, you could just stab those people instead. So it kind of doesn't fill a niche right now. It's sort of bad. It used to be really good because it was just a straight up damage bonus, so it was like completely overpowered. But that was, forever ago in like 2011. Right, and then the last one is the Diamondback. It's pretty much the best pub revolver besides maybe stock, but it's banned in all the comp leaks, so I don't really count it as a real revolver. Essentially, this does what the Ambi used to do. It does crits. You get a crit each time you backstab or sap a building, so you get crits for doing your job, and it does 102. This used to do 102, but it had to be a headshot, and it's a lot harder to use. So they nerfed this. I'm not gonna say for no reason, but they nerfed this, and then the game died. Well, game quote unquote, the game died. So this still exists, and it's just stronger than this. So if you're in a pub and you don't really care, just use this. It's like the best, or use stock. Those are like the two best revolvers, basically. I don't use it because I just think it's kind of overpowered and shouldn't exist. And I like the Ambi. Right, so that's the revolvers. Main ones for doing damage are stock or the Diamondback. You can use the Ambassador, but it's not very good. I probably don't want to take this fight. Yeah, I'm stuck. Okay. Right. And then use the Electron J if you kind of are more focused on your knife and you just want like a longer cloak. Right. So that's the revolvers. Now we get onto the knives. So stock knife. It's not bad. Honestly, it doesn't have anything wrong with it. It doesn't give you anything besides the kill when you get the backstab. A lot of spies knives are based on like getting something off of backstab. Like you get a reward for it. Oh. Did he see me? I think he saw me. Okay, I need this. Hey, hi. Oh, I'm not disguised. Idiot. I thought I was. Can I get a sniper? No, he left. Okay. Let's try again. Right, so knife. So stock knife, not bad. I'd probably start with this if you're learning to play spy. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's not as popular as it used to be. I'm surprised that missed. Because some of the other knives are more rewarding, I'll say. Not necessarily better. But once you do get good, the stock knife still does fill a niche. If you need a guarantee that you can get a pick, I would use... Wow, that team kind of sucked. I would use the stock knife because it doesn't guarantee you one pick, but it's like a lot of the other knives have health debuffs, and the stock knife doesn't. So that's sort of its niche is you absolutely have to get a pick, say on like the medic, then use the stock knife. So some of the other ones... Hold on, I'm just going to go to the front. I'm surprised we died. That was so quick. Right, so we'll talk about the big earner next. So the big earner, you have less health, 25 less health, so you have 100 health. So you can be one shot by nades, stickies, and meat shots, which is why I kind of recommend not using other knives when you're starting out, because it'll be a little frustrating just to die instantly. But when you get a stab, you get some cloak back. Hold on, let me make sure this is right. You get some cloak back, and you get some speed on kill. And a large part of spy is... Okay.
Handle is unfucking maker.
Okay. A large part of spy is trying to learn to like trick stab people, and the speed helps with that. It makes you harder to track, so you can kind of like get around people and get their backs more easily.
That's not way back. I've been playing this game for like since it came out almost.
Right. So I don't know. That's the big earner. It's the speedy knife basically. Next is the kunai. This is meta for people who are like, or I guess it's kind of like the pub meta. I'm not sure if it's used as much as in Highlander, because you don't really go on kill streaks in Highlander. It gives you health on kill. You can get like 200 health, I think, up to 200 and something. So obviously if you get a chain stab, you're basically impossible to kill because you're refueling your health over and over again. Oh, sorry. Oh
shit, Uber.
Oh. Anyway, yeah, so it gives you health on kill, basically. This is sort of the pub meta, because if you get a bunch of chain stabs or you get really good at stabbing people, you're essentially invincible. The problem is it takes away a lot of health, 55, so you only have 70 health. So you can almost be one-shot by a melee weapon. So if you're really new to the game, I wouldn't recommend starting with the kunai, because it's hard. I don't know. It's like if you can't get that first kill consistently, it's kind of bad. Ow.
you.
Alright, well, I guess that's whatever. Alright, so yeah, kunai is basically the vampire knife. And it's the pub meta. I'm not sure if it's the, actually, I kind of want to get out of here and stab that med. Oh, well, that didn't help me. Alright. Okay, game. Right, so... what's left? Alright, the Eternal Roar. This one's a bit weird. When you backstab someone, you automatically switch from your current disguise to them, so it's sort of useful for sentries, I guess, because you can like backstab the NG without giving up your disguise. But it's got a cloak rate debuff, and it when you get a disguise, it eats your entire cloak. So it's a bit trickier to use. But I mean, you could motherfucker, dude. Where is everyone? Why was that pyro even there? They haven't capped yet. Right, anyways. I top? No, I'm top 4. He just leaves so we can go to the next map. Okay. Right, so yeah, basically when you stab someone, you disguise as them. Also, this has a silent killer attribute, which means when you kill someone, it doesn't show up in the kill feed. So, yeah, so basically it's really good for chain stabs, because... I'm just gonna, like, mute everyone. There. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so basically it's really good for chain stabs, but it makes cloak management harder, so I don't know, you can use whatever you want starting out, but that one might not be a horrible one to try if you're still newer to the game. And the last one is the Spicicle, which is basically a reskin of the default knife, but it melts if a pyro hits you with flames, and then you get take no damage from fire for a second, and then you're immune to afterburn for 10 seconds. It comes back eventually. Yeah. And the people you stab turn into ice, so it's a little more conspicuous. That one's really good if you want to play Gunspy, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. I want to get in here. How the fuck do I do that? Alright, let's be a dick. Okay. Let's see, can we like get in here and... Fuck. Alright, well, we got 2 of them. Right, so... what else? Is that all the knives? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so that's everything, yeah. So if you're new, I recommend starting out with stock, but the Spicicle or the Eternal Reward's also okay. These two, I would maybe get a little playtime before you do these, because they have health debuffs. Okay, debuffs? Oof, words are hard. Alright, so that's everything for the knives. Now we can talk about the cloak. So the default cloak is time-based. You can see it goes down even if I stay still. I can't remember how much it is, but it can be extended by the l'étranger, like how much time you have. There's 2 other cloaks. The Cloak and Dagger. Damn, I almost got him. He almost dropped a revolver spy. Oh, that would have been cool. Cloak and Dagger, which I think has a cloak debuff. It regens faster. I think it drains faster too, but that might not be true. 35 from ammo box. Okay, well you get less from ammo box. Anyways, that cloak is based on movement, so it drains when you move, but it doesn't drain when you stand still, and it's not time based. I recommend maybe sticking to well, okay, so I recommend maybe not starting off with wait, what is that one called? Oh fuck. I'm gonna kill this medic. Alright, he's just gonna die. What is this one called? Cloak and Dagger. I recommend not using that if you're pretty new, because it can teach some pretty bad habits where you just like stand in corners and aren't really like going for stabs. like, you know, you stand in corner for like 2 minutes waiting for one stab. I recommend not starting off with that, but once you get some playtime, you know, it's a pretty good cloak. It has its uses, and I think Stabby, who's a pretty famous spy main, he uses it a lot. I think. Alright, what else? Oh yeah, the last one's the Dead Ringer. This is the more... This is the more aggressive cloak type. I think we lost. What time is it? Okay, I'll do another one. I'll be alright. We'll be right back. Alright, we're on defense. Alright. So, alright, where were we? Alright, so Dead Ringer is the pocket watch. You, when you use it, you don't actually go invisible. You quote-unquote feign death, which, basically you have to take damage to go invisible, and then, you go invisible for like 5 seconds, you get a speed boost, and you have 75% damage, resistance for like 3 seconds or something. This is the more aggressive watch. This is the
spy. One of the byros is a spy.
This is the one you use if you kind of want to. Shut up. I should really disable voice. This is the one you use if you want to be more aggressive. You can, yeah, you can use it to yeah, no, that's a fine weapon if you are new, because it used to kind of teach bad habits, because you could kind of be brain dead with the Dead Ringer and just charge in and sort of brute force a stab. Now it regens a lot slower, so you know, it's kind of a get out of jail free card once, but if you make another mistake, well, you're... What the and it got a crit. All right. Never changed TF2. Yeah, I don't know. It's get out of jail free card once, but you kind of have to wait for it to recharge now, so you can't spam it like you used to be able to. Anyways, that one's usually used for more aggressive play or with the gun, like gun spy. All right, now I'm gonna talk about, I guess, gun spy. I don't know, spy. What do I want to title this? Yeah, whatever. So spy loadouts they tend to fall into two sort of categories: more knife focus or more gun focus. Stock is neither. That's why it's not used as much, in my opinion, I guess. Because it can kind of do both. And you can have, I'll call it a hybrid build, even though it's not. You can have that, it's just, you don't see that as much. Knife focus ones tend to use the Latron J and then sort of any cloak, and then, well, whatever your favorite knife is. Usually the kunai or, I guess, the big earner, but stock can be used too. Gun focus ones usually use the revolver or the ambi, but the ambi's not very good anymore, so typically it'll be the revolver. And then for a lot of gun focus ones, we'll use the Spycicle, because this kind of is an extra layer of protection against, say, like pyros, and then Dead Ringer, and then that's like sort of a subclass for spy. It's called the gun spy, and I don't know. There's a lot of spies not a lot. There are spies in Europe who only play gun spy, and they've been pretty successful. So I don't know. Either, you know, you can kind of do either option. Oh God, where is he? Ah, damn. What was I gonna say? 5-second plan. What was that? Oh yeah, I don't know. You can kind of play either style, or you can play hybrid. Honestly, you can do whatever you want. But that's sort of just what you see most often is either a knife spy or a gun spy. I guess I could sort of, if you want to do one of those sort of I call them subclasses, but really they're play styles. Okay, I don't know what that guy's doing. If you do want to practice one of those play styles, I guess knife spy, the main thing you want to focus on is movement and like learning trick stabs. Missed. And gun spy, the main thing you want to focus on is kind of aim and game sense, I would say. But aim is like really important on gun spy. Fuck. And I guess cloak management is important, but I'm to the point where I don't even really have to think about it. But yeah, cloak management is an important general skill too that's specific to spy, but honestly you can play all the skill or all the subclasses if you want. Okay. And yeah, I don't know. That's the spy. That was very rapid fire, so hopefully it wasn't too confusing. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to him, surprisingly. Surprisingly, maybe unsurprisingly. I don't know. He's a very complicated class. You have to have a very high IQ to play spy. I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff to learn, in my opinion. I'm just gonna bully this NG. All right, whatever. And if you want to play hybrid spy, I mean, I guess movement and aim are important. Aim's still important on knife spy because l'étranger shots give you your cloak back, but it's just, I don't know, it's a bit less important than gun spy. And gun spy, since you'll probably be using the dead ringer, I mean, you can use Inviswatch. I just think dead ringer is more common. You know, trick stabs are still important, but it's like, sorry, yeah. Movements and sort of trick stabs are still important, but they're less important. But yeah, anyways, I don't know. Give him a chance. But he's a very popular main, so you know, if your team has 3 spies, consider switching to like a power class or something, because spy is probably one of the classes that's the most detrimentally, like, negatively affected by there being, like, other spies on your team. Because if there's, like, 5 spies, the enemy team's gonna, like, turn around a lot. But, yeah, anyways, hopefully that was a good summary. It's a bit longer than usual, but he's got a lot of shit to him. Oh, I forgot sappers. There's one, okay, normal sapper does damage to buildings. There's one alternative, don't use it. It's called the red tape. It deconstructs the building, so if the NG's thing is level 3, it'll go down to level 2, but it takes forever to kill anything, so it's got like one use case, which is basically, there's like 20 engineers in like the 2-4 intel room, and you can't guarantee you'll kill any of their sentries, so you use this, and it de-levels a bunch of the sentries, because the level 3 to level 2 is like an instant thing. But that comes up very rarely, so I would just stick to sapper. Anyways, I hope that was insightful, and I hope the gameplay was mildly entertaining. Thanks for watching. If there's any specific stuff you want me to try in the future, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this mini-series, and as always, have a good day. Bye.